How's everybody doing? I'm back with another breakdown. Hope everyone enjoyed the Super Bowl. However, there is a play that I have to go over. Not only because it's controversial, and I'm not going to stand here and argue with this call, because I actually think it was a good call on the field. My issue with this is the fact that this is not called consistently. Now, this is the play right before the end of the half for the Super Bowl. The score was 10-all. Jimmy Garoppolo throws a pass to tight end George Kittle, and he ends up catching the ball in field goal range, out of bounds, with enough time to kick a field goal. I think it was 7 seconds. Regardless, the 49ers have 2 timeouts. They can call the timeout. The reason why I have an issue with this play, again, it's not because I don't believe this was called correctly. I do believe this was called correctly. However, in the NFC wildcard game between the Saints and the Vikings, last play of the game, overtime, 3rd down, Kirk Cousins throws an end zone pass to Kyle Rudolph, and you can clearly see that Kyle Rudolph pushes off. You can clearly see that Kyle Rudolph pushed off of the corner, and that gives him enough room to catch the ball. Pass interference. The definition of pass interference in the NFL is if an offensive or defensive player does any sort of motion that impedes the ability for either the defender or the receiver to catch the ball, then that's pass interference. Offensive pass interference or defensive pass interference. And with offensive pass interference, a lot of times the player will extend the arm. And in my opinion, the NFL needs to do a better job calling this more consistently, or they just need to take it out of the rule book because they can't even call it consistently. This happens a lot. So you could see George Kittle is right here. Sorensen is right here, 49. So you see Kittle come out of his break. Sorensen is following him. This is where they make contact. Now, with the Kyle Rudolph play, Kyle Rudolph was in a better position to catch the ball. And the defender, the reason why a lot of people said, oh, this is not offensive pass interference, was because the defensive player was not looking at the ball. You can clearly see right here, George Kittle, he kind of pushes off right there. And that gives him the ability to get to the ball. So you can see again, running it. George Kittle comes out of his break, extends his arm twice, and is able to catch the ball out of bounds. I agree this should have been offensive pass interference, but the fact of the matter is that the NFL didn't even try to review the play in the Vikings-Saints NFC wildcard game. In this situation, you just got to feel bad for the 49ers because, again, that is a push-off. This right here, it's a push-off right there. That's a push-off. So he broke the rules and they got penalized, but the issue is the fact that, again, it's the Super Bowl. Again, it's a bit ticky tacky in my opinion. Someone could say, well, you wanted the 49ers to win. No, I didn't. I have no stake in this race. This was a call that did impact the game to an extent. It's not the reason why the Chiefs won, but this is not called consistently, and I think that in the future the NFL really needs to look at this, and they really need to get the referees to open their eyes and understand, okay, you either call this or you don't call this, because there's way too much inconsistency. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I will be back hopefully with more breakdowns of positive and negative officiating, good and bad officiating in the NFL. Peace.